Welcome back guys, Harry here, known as Tradesharpe, and in this video we're going to talk about a very important topic, which is funding challenges. Now, funding challenges is a huge topic when it comes to trading because a lot of traders out there, they struggle to gather their own funds to trade. So the first thing they do is look to take a funding challenge, because for a fraction of the price you can potentially trade a big account that you'll be able to generate significant income. Now, on paper that sounds great, but there's a lot of hidden things and it's not that easy to pass. That's why I'm making this video. So when it comes to funding challenges, I want to tell you guys the truth so you guys understand exactly how they work. Their business model works of people losing. So because the majority of people who take a funding challenge actually lose, and they make money off the people losing the challenge. So you have to understand that, and that's a very key part, because that means already you're set up for failure, because they make money off most of the people losing, and that's not what I guess you guys want to do, right? Another part you guys have to understand is that some business models even work with, when people pass, they use the company's profit to pay them out their profitable trades. So they might be putting them on demo accounts and paying them with company profits, not profits from trading. So their business models are heavily relied on actual profits from people failing the challenge. So once you understand that, you realize, okay, that this challenge might not be as easy as you thought it was, and might not be as great as you thought. Now, as always guys, I always recommend trading with your own account, because it's the easiest, it's the best way in my opinion, and something that is more sustainable long term. Trading is already as hard as it is, but now that you're going to be adding all of these conditions for you to pass a challenge, makes it even harder. So you have to follow a very specific method that I'm going to talk about in this video, that I think is the best way to tackle this. And I'm going to keep it simple like that, and we're going to go and get into what I've made and what I think is the best way to approach a funding challenge for you guys to potentially pass and trade a funded account. So with that being said guys, let's get straight into the video, and I'm going to get into the PC and explain to you how to do this. Okay, so we're at the PC now, and I will make this document here available in my Discord channel, and that is going to be under the resources tab. There's plenty of resources in there, which you will see even in this slideshow here. You'll see the different resources that you can find in there, so be sure to check that out. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I hope you find this content useful. I'd really appreciate it if you left a subscribe, and for all the people returning, please leave a like and a comment. I really do appreciate it. Down below is some links to some free groups which you should join, and can ask me questions there and see a daily analysis. On top of that, my Instagram is linked here. I post some stuff on there. With that being said, let's get into the blueprint here of how I believe the best way is to approach a funding challenge. So no matter what challenge you're taking, there are always going to be conditions of the challenge, right? So you're going to have a maximum drawdown of a certain amount, and you'll have to have a certain profit target. Some challenges, they have to make you do this in a specific time frame, and some of the challenges, they don't really make you do it in a specific time frame. They leave that open, but on average they ask you to make 10%. 10% is not a crazy figure when risking 2%, and it's very achievable. Now, the drawdown is the challenge, so you need to make sure you're taking setups that have limited drawdown. So first, let's go into step number one. So step number one is you have to have a trading plan. You can't go into this with your eyes closed and expect to pass. You have to have a plan that works, is back tested. Now, this is a snippet from my trading plan template that I have in the Discord. Now, you have to be robotic. You have to, what's your routine? What are your entries and your rules? Now, these trading setups and entries have to be back tested. You have to be profitable. You have to be consistent in order to look to pass, right? So you have to have a trading plan and follow your plan. Without a plan, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. You have to have a plan. So you have to have a certain routine that you go through when you trade. So that's number one, right? Create a trading plan and make sure you follow it. Number two is you're going to open a small live account. So you're going to open a small live account, maybe $100, $200, probably the amount you would pay for the funding challenge, and prove to yourself, can you consistently trade on this account? Maybe you're only making $10, maybe you're only making a couple of dollars, but can you consistently over a month, over 2 months, make consistent profits and grow that small account? And what you'll actually find is that if you trade a $200 account, maybe in 2 months you were able to grow it another $200. And if you're able to grow it another $200, now you have money to take the challenge for free, and you have proven to yourself you're profitable, right? Now, when taking Now another method is, once you do that, you can also at the same time take the funded demo challenge to see if you can pass it based on your profitability. But I would highly recommend oh, I spelled prove here wrong, but anyways, highly recommend that you do open a live account and try to grow that. Now, if you can't afford a smaller live account, I don't believe you should be trading, because that is the bare minimum to be able to support a $100 account and be able to grow that. So that is a very important step, and you must be able to grow that consistently and prove to yourself you can. After that, you need to follow specific setups with high hit rates. So I'd recommend you only follow 2 to 5 setups only. Even less the better. And if you don't see those setups in the chart, you don't take them. Why? Because you need to take setups that have a high hit rate. I'm going to show you 3 setups that I have in my price action PDF, and there's a video on I explain these setups and how to take them. These have a high hit rate, from 75 to 85% hit rate. That means 7 out of 10 times it's a winning trade, and 8 out of 10 times it's a winning trade. Now, it's not as easy as that if you follow these setups. No, you have to know how to trade. You have to be profitable, guys. You can't just follow these 3 setups and pass a challenge. You have to backtest. You have to study. It's not that easy. Trading is not easy. You can't expect just to follow some magical setups and pass. No, but you have to have setups that you've backtested, worked on, studied, traded live on, and day in, day out, month after month, proven to yourself that these setups work. And I've done that. I have data, and these are setups I personally even use. So they do have high hit rates, and that's why I would only use specific setups. I don't care what setups you guys use, but make sure that they're back tested. All right, make sure that you have data, make sure that they work. And if you use those setups, all you have to do is follow the setups, and the majority of the time it should end you up in a profitable position. So for example, one of these favorite setups is a closure above the range. We have clean LTA candles on the left hand side, looking to continue price, 70% win rate. Next of these setup, 80% win rate, looking on a bullish trend, high volume day, price creates a target, pulls back, creates a support, look to hit the target. Boom. Next setup here, again, high volume day, price closes above the range, maybe too big of a stop. You have LTA on the left hand side, price pulls back as it breaks that bearish candle high, you look to take it up. Again, 80%, 75% win rate on these are, now if I were to take these 3 setups and risk 2% per setup, and let's say I take 2 losses and 5 wins, that's 2, 4, 6, and then that's already 6% done on the challenge. So halfway in a week, with also 2 losses, you've taken is 6%, so you're more than halfway done with the challenge. And the number one thing with all these 3 setups is the drawdown is very limited, because these are volume based setups. These are based on volume times and taking price and using volume to continue. So the drawdown likelihood in these setups are very, very, they're not as much. Yes, you will probably encounter drawdown, but that's part of trading, but it's not enough to impact your trading account. So at the end of this, it's very simple. Don't pay for people to pass your challenges. That is stupid. I don't know why you guys are paying people to pass your challenges if you can't even trade yourself. Don't think someone else passing your challenge is going to be easy once you have the account. No, it doesn't work like that. If you're not consistent, you're not going to do anything with the account. So don't pay for people to pass your challenge. It doesn't make sense. And you guys should just be profitable yourself. The money you use to pay these people, you should probably put into account and try grow it, if you're really that good at trading. Don't rush the process. Don't think that you start trading last month and this month you're going to start making money very, very quickly. Doesn't work like that. You can't rush it. And funding challenges are taking a very hard skill of trading and making it harder, because now you have certain conditions you have to meet, and if you don't, you fail. So accept that sometimes you're just not good enough, guys. Accept the fact that you're not good enough at trading. You're not good enough to take a funding challenge. So don't. Stop wasting your money. Most people waste money on funding challenge because they're not good enough. Then to cap this off, follow your plan. Don't put pressure on yourself because you have a plan. If you follow your plan, you should be successful and it should be good, and you should be able to meet all the requirements and be robotic with your process. Stick to your plan, stick to those setups, and look to pass the challenge. And if you do, and if this is the approach you want to take in terms of taking a challenge, this is what I believe should be the way you should approach it. And yeah, I hope this helps, guys. Nice video here. I hope this helps you if you are looking to take funded challenges or want a deeper understanding about funding challenges. So with that being said, take care, trade sharp, and until next time, peace.